stability. E get some people, homework where they contribute immensely to continuous assessment. They no get chance to do the homework for house. Some on their way to school, now they go stop by. Quickly scribble with it, they go scribble. Some, now that school be the happiest place where they. Once they think of going back home, their mind go they cut because of waiting they go meet for house. They are not staying with their parents. Anything where you do, you know do and well. You wash clothes, they go look for clothes where you go wash. Even washing machine no fit wash and pass like that. Auntie go find fault, uncle go find fault. Sometimes now our parents self. Now some of our parents, when you go see your mama too, they worry. Those days we no understand. But once you see your mama too, they complain, she too they shout, she too they beat, it means frustration don't they enter your mama. Get closer and find out before she will lose it completely. Some mama, when you see them, they beat their pikin, they close eye, they beat. Now the only way they go relieve themselves of the tension where their body, they don't know. They don't know. And then they beat you. You know the way boxers they do, where you go see person when he enter one certain stage, ring, what do they call round, where you don't they tire, this opponent don't they tire. When they go drink that, coach go just tell her and say, who is your worst enemy? He said, go seek enemy in the ring and make sure you kill the enemy. You go see person where na nearly crawl come out with that last energy of killing the enemy. Now he's not seeing that his opponent as person where then they play game will be boxing. He wants, and that thing don't enter in brain. Some of the punches where they blow, you know, they even see the opponent. He just, and if I get this one now, I know say I don't finish him. That is professionally. Now, locally now, some of us, they transfer aggression to person where you no concern. If you be no be beating, no, you just come meet person, you greet them, he go answer you one can look you bad eye. You ask him question, no more question where you supposed ask him, he go give you bad answer, where belle go pain you. No be you be the cause. Transfer of aggression. It dey happen to all of us once in a while. Now only when you realize and say, but what have I done? Now we are still talking about you allowing your God-given potentials to determine how you behave. So you see, these ones where you see say, they know they fit get rest of mind for house. Nothing like homework. They no bond them well to carry homework. They no bond them well. Make them talk, say, our teacher talk, say, ask us this. You no get anybody to ask. But this person is super. He knows. Hey, thank you for that word. Now this other person with weather, favor, if they sleep well, if they eat well, when he go back, he's happy. When he go school, he's happy. If they wear clothes, you know, one thing with dressing, if you wear clothes where you believe say the best clothes, your happiness they even improve. Yes, without you knowing. Confidence. Bridget, God bless you. Confidence. You know, just babes, they like dressing. Then this one go carry am for head. Na me smart pass everybody for class. That thing don't enter in head. If you no quick drop am by himself or by herself, or you no quick get person, we go caution am.
Now, when you they grow, you go they appreciate the growth. Many people, like civil servants, I remember those 1 year like that where NNPC reduced their workers. One person, they go give them 50 million. One person, 150 million. That time, that 150 million naira go be like 900 million or 1 point something billion now. Hey, money don't enter. This na person whenever think of any business when he go do. He won't be say, he wake up in the morning, he go to office, any chua come, they share amongst themselves. You know, saying civil servants, some civil servants now then kill Nigeria. Contracts where contractors been they do before. Now civil servants they do and now. You carry your beautiful proposal, go submit for ministry, department, or agencies. They just see the content. Oh, lovely. That is the end of the journey. Inside their drawer, they go just draw. They get letter-headed papers. They get registered companies in the name of their wife, junior brother, their cousin, their nephew, their niece. The same thing, every language, copy and paste. They're not going to even change any, apart from the name where you sign the signature. They go, yours faithfully. And any idea we no generate from you, you can never, ever translate it fully. Anybody with the right proposal to government offices, ministries, departments, or agencies, make sure say your proposal no be explicit. Make your proposal no be the kind of proposal where they call self-explanatory. Make the proposal just give them small bit of the matter. Make the cocoa remain with you. Anytime where they want to implement them, they must need you. But by the time you explain, finish in details, after this, you go can't do this, can't drop small water, then honey go come there. When honey come there, then the bee go come sting you. Yeah, not be everywhere you go sting you. It must sting you here for back of your ear. You go measure 3 meters up, 3 meters down, then it sting you here. You are done. They go copy. They go call somebody, even if the person not doing well. They go just do them to justify the thief within the thief. May God save us. Amen. Anyway, waiting me they talk, we say, humble beginning, little beginnings, God they appreciate them, and God they bless them. And even you, as you they grow, they go. You start from level 2. You can't say after like 1 month, 2 months, you did level 3, level 4. As you they appreciate, they go now. So the thing go they sweet you. But you start from level 100. Now, not be today on top, now be the major problem. Now to remain on top. Because person where they ground, no, they fear to fall. When I don't ever see person where lie down for ground, they fear to fall again. Now just, you know, go. Person where they on top chair. This thing the house where get, where then they climb. Now be up chair, ba? Yeah? Up. All my life now up chair they call them. Because the thing won't resemble chair. So I think it's now up chair. So now up chair. Upstairs. Okay. If you can't live for upstairs, if you fall, you go wound, abi you no go wound. Unless if na fell leather you be. Now you go do it, can't do them. My brothers, my sisters. I no go talk past like.
Lazy man, wake up. Lazy woman, wake up. Lazy brother, wake up. Lazy sister, wake up. Lazy auntie, leave that bed. Lazy uncle, you still lie down. I just tell auntie now, may she leave the bed. You the man. Then they call you uncle. You think say uncle they come without prize? If you hear woman, they refer to her husband as darling, now be say they do well. If they carry responsibilities well, darling, sweetheart, honey, sugar,
bitter leaf, or get there, all those ones. When you hear woman, they call her husband with pet name. Like me, anytime where I do well, my wife, they happy with me. She go call me my Ebola. I go say, then me I go call her my Lassa fever. She go say, But the time where you hear your wife, they refer to you before people say, the father of my children. You don't they lose your position. Uncle, take your life, do better thing. Please. I know say things not dey easy. Oh, you no go give up. Now only person will not believe in God, now they give up. Oh. If you believe, say, God fit forsake you. If you believe, say, God fit forget you, now you go give up. But if you get hope, say, God no dey ever forget what he create. It means, say, you go continue to the struggle until God answer your prayer. May God answer our prayers.
Lazy man, wake up. Lazy woman, wake up. Lazy brother, wake up. Lazy sister, wake up. Lazy auntie, leave that bed. Lazy uncle, you still lie down. You will be man. You think say na just make the difference in sex organs na im make you man? Hey, they just born pikin. Hey, make una check. Oh, na woman. Make una check. Hey, na woman, na man.
Vibe. They call me Joe. I don't know Joe. Boy. See, I know feel in my race and run your race. Another man race. Now another man race. I know feel in my race and run your race. Another man race. Now another man race. Everybody feel me.
Positive for COVID-19. This was disclosed by the Chief Press Secretary to the Speaker, Lubiam Tiev, saying samples from Oba and 4 assembly members were taken by the NCDC. Tiev's family and aides were also tested, but only the Speaker and his last son tested positive for the virus. The Speaker has asked all who might have come in contact with him within the last week to submit themselves for test. Uba also stated that modalities have been put in place to get all assembly members and staff tested to ascertain their status. The Joint Admission and Matriculation Board, JAMB, has approved August the 21st for tertiary institutions to commence first and second choice admission for the 2020-2021 session. This was contained in the 2020 admission guidelines signed on Sunday by JAMB's registrar, Ishak Oleyede, warning institutions against bypassing the Central Admission Processing System, CAPS, through which admission must be conducted. JAMB had approved 160 and above as 2020 national minimum cutoff mark for admissions into public universities last month. The board also approved 140 as minimum UTME score for admission into private universities. The Ekiti State Governor Kayode Fayemi has said the state government would begin aggressive enforcement of safety protocols to check COVID-19 from Monday. Fayemi warned that those found breaching the outlined COVID-19 protocols will be prosecuted with appropriate legal sanctions, like fines and community service as punitive measures. The governor decried the widespread lack of compliance with COVID-19 regulations in the state, especially as it relates to wearing of face masks. Governor Fayemi, in a statement in Ado Ekiti on Sunday by the Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice, Olawale Fakbohunda, said special offences court where the violators would be prosecuted had been set up in the state. He added that in addition to fines, convicted offenders would be made to undergo community service. The Katsina State Police Command has launched an investigation into the explosion which killed 5 children and injured 6 others on a farm in Malumfashi town. A statement released by the command's spokesman Garba Isa said a preliminary investigation indicated that the explosion was from an exposed military grenade. Report had earlier said that the explosive device was set up by bandits. The police statement said the 5 children of 1 man were playing with the device when it exploded. Isa noted that investigation was still ongoing. Jikoyi community is located in the Abuja Municipal Area Council, Amakin the FCT. Like many other communities outside the city center, Jikoyi lacks basic amenities such as access roads and potable water. When Human Rights Radio visited the community recently, residents complained that one of the biggest challenges facing the community currently is a lack of power supply. They therefore called on relevant agencies to come to their aid to restore constant power supply in the community.
There hasn't been having epileptic power supply for months now, close up to a year plus. And we're making representations to AEDC, we'll be making representations to their headquarters with respect to Jikoyi community and its barons in FT. We have talked to them privately and publicly. We have provided all necessary needed assistance for us to have power, but we can't get power.
Over the epileptic supply of light here in Jikoyi, it's really affecting us in this environment. So we are pleading to the ADC if they will improve, in the power supply.
COVID-19 is real. Observe proper hygiene, wash your hands frequently, or use alcohol-based hand sanitizers to clean your hands regularly. Avoid touching your nose, mouth, and eyes. Maintain social distancing by avoiding crowded places and unnecessary movement. Contact health authorities at once if you feel the symptoms or suspect somebody else does. Let us all take responsibility and keep Nigeria safe. Now to the rest of the news. On the foreign scene, West African mediators trying to resolve Mali's political crisis have proposed a part-sharing government and a new constitutional court following huge demonstrations. President Ibrahim Boubacar Keïta had already made a similar offer, which was rejected by the opposition protest movement. The demonstrators are insisting that the president should resign, saying he has failed to address jihadist violence, corruption, and Mali's economic challenges. Mediators from the West African Regional Bloc, ECOWAS, has proposed the half of the position in a new unity government would be for members of the current governing coalition, while the rest would be shared by the opposition and civil society groups. Still on the foreign scene, Italy on Sunday revealed that the COVID-19 pandemic has actually claimed over 600,000 lives worldwide. According to official data, a total of 600,523 deaths have been recorded globally out of 14 million cases, including more over 205,000 deaths in Europe, the worst affected continent. While the virus is spreading rapidly in Latin America, the region with the second most recorded deaths, where 160,726 people have died. The United States is a country with majority deaths with 140,103, followed by Brazil with 78,772, Britain with 45,273, Mexico with 38,888, and Italy with 35,042. The number of deaths linked to COVID-19 has actually doubled in just over 2 months, and more than 100,000 new deaths have been registered within the past 3 weeks since June the 28th. Up next is business news with Mardia Umar.
The Consumer Price Index, which measures inflation, increased by 12.56% year-on-year in the month of June, the National Bureau of Statistics has disclosed. Increases were recorded in all classification of individual consumption by purpose divisions that yielded the headline index. On month-on-month basis, the headline index increased by 1.21% in the month of June. This was 0.4% rate higher than the rate recorded in the month of May 2020. On a month-on-month basis, the urban index rose by 1.23% in June 2020, up by 0.5% from 1.18% recorded in the month of May 2020, while the rural index also rose by 1.19% in the month of June, up by 0.3% from the rate recorded in the month of May 2020. The corresponding 12-month year-on-year average percentage change for the urban index was 12.5% in June 2020. This was higher than 12.36% reported in the month of May 2020, while the corresponding rural inflation rate in June was 11.36% compared to 11.26% recorded in May. The urban inflation rate increased by 13.18% year-on-year in June from 13.3% recorded in May 2020, while the rural inflation rate increased by 11.99% in June from 11.83% in the month of May 2020. And that was business news. I am Martia Omar.
Here is weather forecast for Monday the 20th.
Thank you, Medea Umar. And now to sport. The president of the Bolivian Football Federation, Cesar Salinas, has died after being hospitalized with COVID-19 earlier this month. The federation confirmed his death on Sunday in a statement that highlighted his dedication and commitment to national and international football. 58-year-old Salinas, who had chaired the FBF since 2018, was a director of the Strongest in La Paz, a century-old Bolivian soccer institution. His wife, who is the head of the same club, also tested positive for COVID-19. Salinas has recently met with authorities to plan restarting football in Bolivia after the virus shutdown. Bolivia, with 11 million inhabitants, has registered 58,136 cases and 2,106 deaths. Still on sports, former Nigerian international Ndubisi Egbo KF Tirana has actually been crowned 2019 and 2020 Albanian League champions. Tirana was confirmed champions after second-placed Kukesi lost 1-0 at struggling Valencia on Sunday. The result means Tirana on 69 points is now 7 points ahead of Kukesi, which had 62 points with 2 games left to play and cannot be caught. It is Tirana's 25th league title in the club's history and the first since after it won in 2009. The 46-year-old Egbo, who has now led Tirana to next season's UEFA Champions League qualifications stage, could make it to a double for Tirana, which has already qualified for the Albanian Cup final. The 2000 and 2002 AFCON goalkeeper becomes the first ever Nigerian coach to lead an European team to a league title.
Here is weather forecast for Monday, the 20th of July 2020. Abuja will experience an afternoon thunderstorm or two at a maximum temperature of 25 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 19 degrees Celsius. Lagos will experience a morning thunderstorm or two at a maximum temperature of 28 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 24 degrees Celsius. Port Harcourt will be cloudy with showers at a maximum temperature of 24 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 20 degrees Celsius. Enugu will experience a couple of thunderstorms at a maximum temperature of 28 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 22 degrees Celsius. Kano will experience a thunderstorm in the evening at a maximum temperature of 32 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 22 degrees Celsius. And for weather forecast across some cities in the world, Accra, Ghana will experience a morning thunderstorm or two at a maximum temperature of 26 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 24 degrees Celsius. Johannesburg will be pleasant pleasant and sunny at a maximum temperature of 21 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 4 degrees Celsius. Washington, D.C. will experience a possible evening thunderstorm at a maximum temperature of 39 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 24 degrees Celsius. Abu Dhabi will be warm with sun and clouds at a maximum temperature of 43 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 33 degrees Celsius. Tokyo will be warmer with sun and clouds at a maximum temperature of 29 degrees Celsius and a minimum temperature of 22 degrees Celsius. And that was weather forecast for Monday. I am Sienna.
Thank you, and that's it. And that's all we can take on the live news update. But before we go, here is a recap of some of our top stories. President Buhari reacts as Foreign Affairs Minister Geoffrey Yema tests positive to COVID-19. JAMB announces admission date for the 2020-2021 session. Katsina State Police Command blames deadly explosion on military grenade. And on the foreign scene, global COVID-19 death toll passes 600,000. In sport, former Nigerian international Igbo makes history as KF Tirana clinches Albanian league title. On behalf of the News Center crew, comprising of Novlin Nwankwo, John Okoro, Mardia Umar, Longwood Dallas with Bayo Gidan and Monday Opitar at the MCR, I am Sienna John. Good afternoon.
Human Rights Radio, redefining broadcast.
Hey, 1 minute remaining.
Good morning, Berkete family.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Honorary President.
Good morning, sir.
I came
just
60 seconds.
Your name, sir?
My name is Nanven Benjamin Seidu.
Okay.
I'm from Jos.
Okay.
I came to see a friend in Abuja some time back. My late father died. He left a lot of properties that we didn't know. When he was sick, I was in Abuja here. He was calling me to come to the hospital, but I thought he would get well. So I said, don't worry, when you well, I'll come.
That was very stupid of you. But I hope you know.
I know. It was my working place.
Okay,
yes.
Your place of work.
Yes,
okay.
Yes.
Because if you go now, they go sack him for work.
Yes.
Okay. So I pray make your children not do you the same thing.
Amen. So he later died, and when he died, I knew he had some properties that we don't know. So when I was in Abuja then, I called on Saturday during your program. So I didn't know most of the documents of the land, the RO4s and CO4s, they were with one of my uncles, one of the uncle in Lantang in Jos.
And so, you and the uncle know they in good terms?
We are not in good terms. So when I called you to explain to you on that day, I was so angry, but you were telling me that this issue is not anger. There's nothing that you can do. You advised me I should go and meet him and in a friendly way and laugh and talk to him.
And pretend that all is well.
That all is well. But when we were making that call, I knew that I would not do what you are telling me because I know that man's attitude. But after the call, I now say, okay, let me give it a try. I went to the village. From outside, when he saw me, he squeezed his face. Then I went and laughed. Then I kneeled down. I said, good morning, Baba of Kobo. He said, He said, okay. He said, I should stand up. I stand up. He said, sit down. I sit down. He said, what's the problem? I said, no, I just come to greet you. Since Baba died, I want you to be close to you. Now you are our Baba now. He now said, okay. He called one of his elder sons and said, go and bring that file. So me, I thought it's something I didn't even know is for me. So now I went inside. He brought this thing like this, the way it is like this. Then the Baba collected it. He said, now is the time that he can give me this document. I collect the document. When I opened the document, I discovered they were landed properties and houses. In fact, in that Jos, there's a house around Bukuru Locust that I always pass. And when I look at it,
they admire the house.
The flowers in front of the house, I always say, Kai, this house.
And you don't know, say that your papa house.
I didn't know. The papers of the house are here. I didn't come with photocopy, I came with originals.
Yeah.
So that, because I sit down and say, when I lost, I was with UBA. But because of one pregnant woman, I was supposed to give 90,000. I gave 900,000. Hey, that was how that job went away. So then everything, frustration just
plus say you no go see your father before he die. Now part of the punishment be that.
So the whole thing, I suffer too much. So when this man just gave me this thing, when I look, I don't know that I can open them for you to do.
No need. You know,
when I look at them, from that very moment, because even transport to go to the village from Jos there, I borrowed it. But when these papers enter my
hand, you turn millionaire.
See the laughter.
I look at that Baba and say, Baba, I thank you. I kneel down. He said, look, that you're a big man, but don't let money wind your head. He said, be careful with life.
Now, let me tell you something. You know, when they complain bitterly against the old man, I don't allow you to continue.
We were almost arguing on phone.
Yes, and I was shouting at you.
Yes.
I said, my friend, listen to me.
Yes.
Keep quiet, slow down.
Yes.
I remember.
Yes.
But after my talk with you, the reason why I no allow you continue now, because if I allow you continue, the more you they talk the thing, the more you go they get more you get angrier, and the way the more you go they justify say waiting you they do now the right thing you they do. Now I choke you up because I know you were going the wrong way. Sometimes now our mama them go just point at one uncle and say that uncle is a dangerous uncle. I don't know who tell you how dangerous that man is. Sometimes now our cousins or our aunties now your mama fit just wake up say it be like saying now that uncle kill una father. Una go grow. Some families don't they destroyed as a result of this small talk. We no get substance. Now you see, me and you never see. Now today we the first see.
I've never ever.
You understand? Yes. I played the role of an uncle in your life, and God used me. Now today you are happy.
Very, very happy, sir. Very, very happy.
You understand?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Me, I know as you did talk that man, not be wicked man, he's a disciplinarian. Yes, people will be disciplinarians. People will not get discipline, they hate them. They go say either they are too harsh, they are too pompous, they are too strict, they are too this. That is being a disciplinarian.
He's an ex-soldier even. Warrant officer.
Warrant officer. Yes, I don't know whether you understand. But the bottom line here is you brought a complaint to the ordinary president.
Yes.
And God used the ordinary president just via phone call, and God resolved the problem for you.
Yes, sir.
May God Almighty continue to bless you. You get younger ones?
Yes, my sister.
Please carry her along.
Yes.
If you do anything that is dubious to your sister, anything that is not fair to your sister, sir, I'm not cursing you. By God, you will die wretched. Remember that God in heaven is watching you. The person will work for this whole thing now, where is he? He's late. I want you to carry your sister along. She's the only sister you have, right?
Yes.
Please show her extra love. Don't allow her to suffer. Don't make her regret having you as a brother. Whatever thing you're doing, remember God in heaven is watching you. You can confuse and convince people. You can deceive people. But you can't deceive God.
I don't know whether you understand.
I understand.
Think about investments. Think about what you can do, put in place that will be bringing in daily income that will sustain the family. And then when you have bigger plans, I volunteer myself. I don't need anything from you. Anytime you need advice, please come
No,
to
the
me.
one in Gwagwalada, I was even thinking, maybe you go and see it.
It's all right.
Maybe you can do something there.
No problem.
Yes.
Anytime you need my advice, please come. I'm ready. But please, remember, your sister, is she married?
Yes, she's married.
She's married.
Yes, sir.
Please. How are they doing? Is the husband comfortable? Not really comfortable. Now it is your responsibility now to make both she and the husband comfortable. Now, for people who know they used to money, don't give them too much money. Let her understand this property in Gwagwalada has been sold, and this is the exact amount. Out of this, we gave agents this amount. We gave Laada this amount. This is what is left. And I want to use maybe 1 million to start something. How much do you need to start something? She may say 1 million to you. Say, why not let's do it this way? Start with 500,000. You are still entitled to this money. In fact, you can even open a joint account with her. If you are not there to sign, she cannot withdraw. If she's not there to sign, you cannot withdraw. Let her have that sense of belonging and ownership. Then you sit the husband down and say, out of the waiting happen, this now inside our money, take 200,000. Not take and marry another wife, because you know just men and women. Are you from Jos?
Lantern.
Oh! Wait. How many girls you don't give belly now? How many children you get outside?
When I lost my job, will you be?
Don't talk to the microphone.
Okay.
You don't need to take microphone off my. Are you married?
Yes, I was.
Okay.
When I lost my job,
she ran away.
She became a terrorist. She became something else.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, I want to do another mediation here. Is she remarried? Take it close to you.
Okay, sir.
She don't marry another woman?
Yeah, she's with somebody now.
Are they married?
I don't know whether they are married, but they are staying together.
Una born pikin?
Yes, one daughter.
Still show her love.
Okay.
Drop your pride as a man. Look for her phone number. Call her. My dear, how are you? How are you faring now? I hope life is treating you better. The truth is, I still love you. But because of the decision you have taken, I don't know, but you know you are the mother of my child. I don't even see you as my ex-wife. That love is still there. Send me your account number. Let me support you something. Is she staying with your daughter?
No, the daughter is staying with her mother.
Okay.
Yes.
Send something to your wife. Then send something to her mother. Do you know what it means? That same person where they think say everything don't end for them. Nine don't bounce back, so they get more than enough to even touch lives.
Yes, sir.
Now the mama go call and say, you see what you do yourself. But am I making sense?
Yes, sir.
My ordinary president, I didn't intend to do that, but with the way this one worked for me, I'll have to. I really didn't.
No, I'm serious.
She really Kai.
No
story. That was the
I understand. See, your own self now work. You get another woman. The man, the husband can't get small